Hello, students. Welcome to the class. Our subject is Nursing Foundation, and now we are going to discuss about progressive patient care. With the word itself, you may understand that progressive patient care. Now, here we are providing a nursing care to a patient which help the patient to improve himself so that he may able to do or achieve that self care. Now, depending on the need of a patient, first, here a nurse, one who is working in this progressive nursing care unit, she need to understand or evaluate the need of particular care, intensity of a nursing care of that particular patient. Which patient is badly in need, which patient is improved in his condition, so where we can keep him. So that knowledge must be there for the nurse. Now here, based on a need, based on a requirement of a patient, we will keep the patient in a particular ward and will provide a care as per the need. Once the patient is improved, when because our total motto is working towards the self care, where patient is able to meet his care by his own. So once the patient is recovered or improving, he is stable, yeah, he is able to do, then we can change the patient from one ward to another. So this is the way we are providing a progressive patient care. When the patient is progressed in unit A, from there we can shift into unit B. From B to C, C to D, like that. We are, as per the progress of your patient, we are changing a patient care unit. Okay, now here the important principle of patient progress care unit is, now first is intensive care, or it also called as critical care. Now here, a person who is badly in need of health services, immediate attention is required, so that a main aim is to save the life. Now here, example like person with acute myocardial infarction, we can't admit them in any ward, or we can't admit them in any OPD section to take any treatment. No, here we need to meet a immediate nursing care is required. It's immediate need, its intensity of a need is really very important. So we will admit the patient in an acute care unit like ICU or CCU, something like that. We'll admit there, very important, where we are providing the critical care to that, critical nursing care to that patient. So once a patient get admitted in that particular ward, he is able to get all the services, emergency medications, amputation, oxygen, suction, anything, whatever he want, everything will be available. 9 to 10 patients will be there, a sufficient number of nurses are there in that unit, so definitely there will be a full-fledged nurses who can meet any kind of emergencies. Okay, now next is intermediate care. Once the patient is stable in critical care, his vital signs are stable, then we will shift the patient from that ward to intermediate care ward, where we are promoting a patient to improve himself, develop a self-care. So here, patient is not very badly in need of care, but still we will provide a care based on his requirement. Comparatively, a need is less comparative to the critical care, because he is able to do, he is stable. Now from there we will have a self care unit or convalescent care. Now this is also called self care. Now here a rehabilitation program begins. We'll change the patient from intermediate care unit to self-care unit, where patient is given more focus on rehabilitation, where he is able to manage himself, where a direction is given for the family members that how they can help the patient to come back to the normal. Self-confidence is enhanced. A minimum assistance is given for the patient so that he is able to do best from his place. So he is able to develop this self-care. Then a long-term care. Now here, when we realize that some patients, they want a long-term care. For example, now one who met with an accident, definitely will admit them in a ICU, acute care. From there, when they are stable, we'll change them to intermediate care. they are better, we'll send them to self-care unit. Now here we realize that he really require a long-term care, because after accident he might has amputation, like he is not able to walk, then definitely he need a long-term care. Now here we will provide a care as per the need, where person really want a long-term care. A rehabilitation service is required. Now from there we can shift the patient to home care, because there is no point of staying in hospital, because he can do by himself all the work, and he can take care of himself in a home setup. So a less a minimum nursing assistant is given here, but still patient is well trained enough to manage by himself. So self care can be given, patient can manage himself in a home. So a home care is given for a patient. Then last one is ambulatory care. Now here patient will come to the hospital for follow-up checkup, diagnosis, investigation, so that they can check what is their health status. So these are the important principle how this progressive patient care unit works. Now the advantage of this patient progressive care. Now what happened here? It made the individual that we can make use of all the facilities, because each ward we are having a different kind of nursing services based on the need. So we can make use of all the services, we can make use of resource persons whoever available, we can make a maximum use of us personals. It is very cost effective, because you no need to keep a patient in ICU for 1 month, because once he is recovered in 3-4 days from ICU, we can shift him to a ward, maybe a cardiac ward, renal ward, based on the need. From there we can discharge. If they are able to do, then we can tell them ambulatory care is enough, you come when you are in need. Then home care, long term care, see, it will be very cost effective, and nurses, they are skilled enough to perform their task, because those who are in ICU, they are extremely skilled, well talented, efficient, they can meet any kind of emergencies. Maybe those who are in ward, ambulatory, home care nurses, they are able to meet the patient need as per their level. It's not that home care nurse is placed in ICU and where she is completely blank when she receives an emergency patient. So this is not going to happen. Everywhere a well-talented skilled nurses are placed based on their specialization. Then we are able to make use of all the equipments are available. We can make use of all the equipments available, so that we can provide a good qualitative care. Then also a main goal is work towards the client, so that client will develop a self-care. Even the nurse has a motto that a client has to develop a self-care, and we are providing whatever the care intervention by keeping that concept in mind. Okay. Now, definitely these all are the advantages. What's the disadvantages? Definitely there will be some disadvantage, because person is not in the same ward for a long time. Changing one to another, keep on changing the ward, it may bring inconvenience in the patient. He may not be happy, he may not meet a same nurse for a long time, there may not be a good communication and relationship, and patient may not feel a continuity of a care. Patient may not develop that self-confidence, and patient may not feel that satisfaction in a nursing care. Well, even the nurse may fail to develop a good therapeutic relationship with the patient, because within no time he may change from one ward to another. The patient, those who are in ICU, he may change to intermediate care. From there he may go to self care, and nurse may not find a time at all to develop a good therapeutic nurse patient relationship. Then there is a chance that patient may not get good comprehensive nursing care, because each ward, different nurses, different type of care, and patient feel that there is no proper continuity and there is no wholesome of care. Okay, fine. Then it's also difficult for a nurse to make some decision for the patient, or if you think from the administration point of view, even nurse may find it difficulty to organize or provide a care as per that. There may not be a mutual understanding among the different departments. There is no use of properly making use of the equipments, facilities available, no staff understanding, no communication, no good relationship, no human empowerment, nothing. So definitely this progressive patient care concept will be at a flop. So this is all about progressive patient care concept, where we want the progressive in the patient care what we are providing. So that whole concept is to promote the health of a patient. Now basic principle that ICU care या acute care, from there intermediate care, consultant या self care, home care, ambulatory care, and the long term care for the patient. Then definitely can write about the merits and demerits. Thank you.